Well, hello and welcome to this sixth edition of the Falcon Fly By, and tonight we're doing it by Facebook live broadcast. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go onto my other device here, so that way I can see all your great questions and comments and everything else that you have. Let me go ahead and pull this up here so I can see what's going on as well. So, like I said, first episode that we're doing by Facebook live broadcast. So, if this works well, better than what Periscope did, this will be our new medium for our videos moving forward. And as always, first thing we want to do is give a big shout out to Multi-Mold Guns up in Michigan. I want to thank them for being our primary sponsor for this webcast. And again, if you're in the Kydex business and you're looking for some good mold guns, definitely check out multimoldguns.com. They have split levels, they have complete molds, they also have mag pouches, lights as well. So if you're looking for a streamlined TLR1, they do have those. If you're looking for the TLR2s and so on, they do have those in stock as well. So be sure to check them out. Let Tony know that I sent you, Doc from Falcon Kydex, and he'll take care of you and hook you up. So seem to be having just a slight issue here. So let me check my connections and we'll go from that. We'll use our, hopefully that will allow me to see all your great comments. Because like I said, this is the first time that we have done this way. And there are no comments, and that's fine. We're going to go ahead and try to figure this out, why it is not allowing me to see my broadcast that we're doing right now. Oh, there we go. So now that I can see you guys and any comments that you might have or anything along those lines, feel free to drop them to us while we do our web show here. We have a few things that we want to go ahead and let me see if I can bring that up. There we go. Now hopefully I'll be able to see all your comments and things happen. So let me go ahead. I'm going to put a comment in there real quick just to test. Hopefully you guys can see it. Hello. There we go. Now that way I can see your guys' comments as they're coming across, hopefully. Again, like I said, this is the first time that we've done it like this, so we are, again, trial and error, making, we want to see how everything is working out as well. And like I said, we have a lot to talk about in our 30 to 40 minute span today. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is I'm going to hit right off the bat and get the Airsoft vet list out of the way. So on May 7th up at the Old Frontier Airsoft Field, they have a skirmish going on. Cost is $10. The game starts, I believe they open their gates at 8 o'clock, and they will be starting chrono registration at that time. $10, great field. It's a field that is expanding. They are working on bringing more structures in, things like that. They really want to make this one of the premier fields in the area. Not everybody can have access to an abandoned electric factory or abandoned missile component factory that some of these big events have. So the Old Frontier is doing their best, and by you guys going out there and supporting them in their events, all that money that they make from an event goes right back into the field. So everything from them getting supplies that they need when they build new props, things of that nature. So definitely check them out. And again, May 7th, the game starts. They open their gates, I believe, at 8 a.m. So from where I'm at here in Richmond Hill, it's about a 2-hour drive. And you won't be disappointed at all. So definitely check them out and let them know. And yes, I am still playing with this format because I am trying to see comments that are coming in. If you guys are leaving any comments for us, anything along those nature. Oh, we got a message here. Let me check that real quick. Might be one of. Oh yeah. So, like I said, definitely check them out as I fiddle with the technology off here to the side. Coming up May 27th through the 29th, I believe that's Memorial Weekend. They have a charity event going on. Tog Milsim is putting this on. It's Opera Thunder. You can go ahead. It's going to be at Command Decisions War Game Center. So, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys in this area and around the area have been out to this field. But it is a charity event. The cost is $50, and I was just looking. They do have tickets still available. So, definitely check out that event. Good cause. It's a full weekend-long milsim. So, definitely get out there, support Tog Milsim as well, and let them know that, hey, you're here, you're supporting Command Decision War Game Center as well as Tog Milsim. But again, that cost is $50. And as I plug every single show, in August 19th through the 21st is Operation Black Dagger. We're having more and more people sign up every day, which is great. That's building our attendance. That's helping me, and along with some other staff, develop more and more objectives for you guys out there on the field. I call them missions on the go, or fragos. You guys, again, like I said, we're out at the old Frontier Airsoft field. You will be tired when you leave that field. I mean, literally, you'll be exhausted. It will be continuous movement. There will not be, and I will do everything in my power to make sure there will not be a dead moment where, hey, where's people fighting? It's too quiet. There will be a lot going on. So definitely August 19th through the 21st, Operation Black Dagger. We do have a page out there for the community to come and check. We do have the rules posted on there, so you guys can review those as well. Go ahead, post, ask questions. I try to answer them as fast as they come in. But Operation Black Dagger, August 19th to the 21st. The cost right now is $50. So definitely get in on that. We're gonna move right over into the airsoft, or to the Kydex side of the house. FKT is really happy. We had 2 long-standing orders. They took us longer than we wanted them to, but we got them done. CartCon Airsoft out in Tennessee. They just got an order sent out to them today. They'll have it on Monday, but they ordered a bunch of holsters, Enforcer holsters for the 1911 TAC, the Elite Force. So definitely check them out. They ordered them in black, OD green, and coyote brown. So definitely check out CartCon Airsoft. I will have the link to their Facebook page in the description, because yes, we are still going to post our videos up on Facebook. And I'm sorry, on YouTube, so that way our YouTube audience can check them out as well. And remember, before I go on to the next one here, our goal for every episode we do is 100 views. We want to hit the 100 view mark. And no, we don't have any sponsors that track our views and say, oh yeah, the more views, the more stuff we send you. We don't have anything like that. But we try to gauge a goal of 100 views. We definitely want your guys' comments. We want to know what you think. And the more you tell us, the better, because then we're able to improve this show. So again, like I said, we'll go ahead and we'll post this link to CartCon Airsoft. They're out in Tennessee. We've done a couple orders for them in the past, and they came back to us and made a couple holsters and some holsters for them, and they have that. So on Monday, if you're out in the Tennessee area and you go to CartCon, definitely be looking for the Falcon Kydex brand. Like I said, black, OD green, and coyote brown. They're Elite Force 1911 TACs, so definitely check them out. The other one that we're proud to have finally closed, this one drug out way too long as well. But hey, you guys keep sending orders, so we got to keep working, right? Airsoft Zone Limited in the UK. We are working with them to be one of our exclusive, if not our exclusive retailer or supplier, wholesaler for Falcon Kydex out in the UK. We sent them a message, we talked to them, we worked out a deal. They bought from us, and as we talked further, they love the construction, they love the quality. I mean, that's one thing we strive on. But they turned around and we finally got their order closed out. They just got we just sent out the last third of their oh, somebody changed. What in the world is going on? I apologize for this. Looks like someone. I do apologize. New technologies, new way of doing things. There it is. So we are here. This is the page we want. So, like I was saying before, they're based out in the UK. They've ordered quite a bit from us. I mean, we're talking 4 different pistol type holsters, double flashbang pouches. But we got their order closed out, and that's going out to them as well. So, 2 big order closeouts for us, which was really important. We have 2 more left. The Airsoft RS Tactical, Bill Sanford. I met up with him at the last event I was at, and we're finishing up his order as well. We're going to get that mailed out to him this week. And he has everything from 3 different types of holsters, single clip flashbang pouches as well. So definitely check them out there. So on the Kydex side of the house, I want to let you guys know, and we'll try to update you every week. As quick as you guys are putting the orders in, we're working as quickly as possible. We really are. I know there's some delays here and there. Just to give you a little view, Mondays are our admin days. And what that means is we're printing labels for retail orders. We're printing off new invoices to make sure we can get them into the queue and make sure we can get them ready. Also on Mondays, what we do is we don't work really on any Kydex, but what we'll do is we'll lay out our first 5 orders excuse me, on our workbench. So that way we can go ahead and move forward with our orders on Tuesdays. We work in the shop pretty late, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then more likely Thursday. However, being a father of 4, 3 of my girls play soccer, so Thursday is one of their practice days, and then we convert over, and then on the weekends, on Friday, if we're not doing anything, I try to get in the shop, close out some orders. But Saturday and Sunday are meant more for obviously family time. But what I try to do is focus our retail orders on Saturday and Sunday, because that way I can just focus on them. If Saturday and Sunday is dead for me, what I'll do is I'll prep orders early and get that stuff kicked out to you guys. But if you go to the Falcon Kydex page, you'll see there's our pinned post. It will show you what our work schedule is and what we do Monday through Friday. If I will tell you right now, if I didn't have my wife's support, my family's support on this, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I do have to have that trade-off. I'm a one-man shop. I work really efficiently, but I got to get that time with the family as well. So that's just out there for you guys. However, some of the new things coming into the shop, we're getting ready to bring in another press, which is big because that's going to allow us to be more efficient, and for the larger orders for retailers that are looking at doing this as well. And ordering from us, we're able to go ahead and pump your orders out a lot faster. So instead of me having to do one order with a press, pump it out, and then turn around and get it out of the press, get that gun, get it ready for the next one, I'll have 2 presses, so and I'll have a copy of that pistol or that model that I'm using to make your holsters, and I'll be able to bang them out a lot faster. So that's a big bonus. We're also looking at getting a press that is specifically meant for our in-the-waistband holsters, so those taco holsters. They'll be a lot smoother, a lot crisper, and they'll look a whole lot better. So we're getting ready to bring some presses in. The other thing we're going to be doing here is we're going to be redoing our whole entire workbench area, so it's more efficient, it's sturdier, it sets up to a nicer height while working. So when we go to do that, we'll make sure we update you guys on our Facebook page as well and let you know that orders might be delayed by 2 to 3 days as we do construction. So definitely be looking for that. Let me see. I don't see any other comments. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, thank you. My wife just posted, love FKT. Again, like I said, if it wasn't for my wife and her support, I wouldn't be able to do what I do for you guys on the Kydex side of the house. And being able to get out there to events and show my product and build stuff for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do that without family. And I think a lot of the guys in the Kydex business, if they didn't have good support from their family, they wouldn't be able to put as much time and effort as we do and as they do into the products that we make for you guys. So going with FKT as well, we're Falcon Battle Systems is like our LLC catch-all for Falcon Kydex Tech. And we're starting to bring in, we want to be more diverse in what we do. Yes, we make holsters, we make mag pouches, we make flashbang pouches. You guys can commission us for certain products, which we have done. Just this past week, I made a back pouch with secure stations for a very large pry bar. And I'll post a couple pictures up and let you guys see it as well. But in doing that, we expanded on what we can do because we can be commissioned by you guys to work on other projects and new builds and things that are a little off the wall, not on our standards. So with that, we are looking at, and you guys have seen me post as well, a couple different knives and things like that. We are going to be carrying Taxis folders by MTech Ballistic, MTech Extreme. We're going to be carrying them from a few other makers. I'm very selective. You know, I'm looking for functionality over, you know, cool looking piece. But if it doesn't function properly, it's not going to do you any good. It's not going to do me any good either. So what we're going to be doing in the next probably 2 months is we're going to be getting in a couple different knives, and we're actually going to be using them and putting them through their paces in our everyday carry. We want to make sure that if I'm going to sell you a knife, I want to make sure that it's going to last and it's going to work for you guys. And we know everyday carry knives, some of us invest a good amount of money in it. Some of us are just like, look, it's everyday carry. If it breaks, I'll just toss it, grab a new one, and go about my day. But we want to make sure we're giving you a quality product regardless of what happens. So over the next couple weeks and in the months, you guys will see that I'll say, hey, we're getting 2 of these, and when they come in, we'll wear it, we'll use it, and we'll come back to you guys and say, okay, we used this for the last 3 weeks, and this is what we thought. Now, these are my own personal reviews of what I think of this. I'm not getting paid by anybody. Nobody's sending me these for free. So what I'm doing is I'm just going out there and I'm letting you know what I think of it and how it works. And I would hope that, you know, if you guys are looking to buy that knife and we carry it, you go to ask me. I'm going to give you my honest opinion what I think of it. If it's a knife that I think is just not worth it, then we're not going to put it on our website and I'm not going to sell it to you guys. So, like I said before, in the next couple weeks and months, be looking for different knives that we're going to be carrying, we're going to be testing, and we're going to find out if they really work. And if they're a good knife, we'll put them up on our site, we'll keep a couple in stock, and we'll go from there. So, be looking for that too. The deal of the month for this month for Falcon Kydex Tech was our EDC package. It's normally a $75 package. We were doing it for $50. However, today is April 30th. Tomorrow's May 1st, and you have, you know, a couple hours left before that deal is done and over with. So we want to make sure that we're able to, you know, get the best possible deal out there for you guys. So I want to let you know, for the EDC kits, it's any pattern that we can get, any color pattern that we can get in Kydex for you guys. If you want custom prints are $12 extra, and that goes for anything. I mean, if we have to go and we have to order our sheet of Kydex for you, custom print is $12 across the board. With doing that, we're able to, what you're paying for that printed is the same price we're paying for it. So nobody's making any money off it except the guys that are printing it and sending it to us. So again, our EDC kit was your holster, your mag pouch, and a tack folder, or the new MTech claws that we're going to be getting in that will be part of the EDC kit for this one, because they come with a really nice holster for them, but it's back with a paddle holster. So I'm actually looking for them to come in too, so that way I can carry one and see what I think of it. But that's our EDC kit. Starting May 1st at midnight, the package that we're going to be putting on sale will be our range day package. And our range day package consists of your holster, a double mag pouch, and we're going to include one of our M4 mag pouches. We haven't developed or haven't put out for market yet an AK mag pouch, but we do make an M4 mag pouch. And what we're going to do is, for our range day kit, it will be a holster, a double mag pouch, and a M4 mag pouch. Any color Kydex, any pattern Kydex that you want, we will make it for you. That normally retails, again, this is normally a $75, $85 product. We're going to cut $25 off the price. So it's going to be roughly $60 for this package. Free shipping is always included. All our gear is covered by a lifetime warranty. So outside the realm of you pulling the holster apart or heating it up, trying to reform it, if there's an issue with it, you let us know. You send it back to us. We fix it. If we can't fix the problem, we make you a brand new one and send it back to you. That's what FKT does, come customer service. I will tell you one thing that's kind of, you know, a lot of people don't read their invoice all the way through, and I'm asking you, when you order from us, whether you're ordering straight from our website or you're coming to me and saying, hey Vern, this is what I want, can you send me an invoice? No problem, I'll send you an invoice. But make sure you read that invoice, because in there we list our terms and conditions, we list our warranty, what we offer, and we also put in there that we do not give a refund. The reason for that, I'm going to tell you this, is very simple. When you pay for a product from us, and a perfect example is I had a customer last night that ordered another holster from us, an EDC kit. He wanted black multicam, no problem. He paid for it. We already ordered his black multicam. Now, not to say that we couldn't use that black multicam somewhere else, but honestly, he's been really the first person that has asked me for black multicam. So we're gonna go ahead. We've already put money towards that and ordered in his black multicam for him. On top of that, we are already allocating resources, whether it's anything from rivets to the screws that are used to attach the malice clips and the malice clips themselves. So we're already putting resources into that order. This is why we do not offer a refund. Now, there are I will tell you this right now, there are very, very seldom cases we will offer that. One of them is if we made a holster for a military law enforcement person and they got killed or wounded on the job. Yeah, obviously we would issue a refund for that. No questions asked. But if you're having anything issues where, oh, hey, I malice clips and I went to pull the holster and the malice clips popped right off the screws and the screws were still in there. Not a problem. We know exactly how to fix that. We're going to send you 4 brand new screws because obviously the screws we were using were not big enough and they're easily to slide right off that malice clip. And we tested it. That's why we've upgraded our screws for that as well. It's because the ones we were using were small enough that if you really pulled on a malice clip, it would pop right off. So again, make sure you read that invoice. If you have questions, ask me. Send me a PM and say, hey, I just got it. What do you mean by this? We'll tell you. Also, free shipping. Yes, we don't charge you for shipping. We have to pay that. So when you pay for your order, we're taking money out of that to pay for your shipping. We do not charge you extra for shipping on top of whatever the cost of the product was. If that was the case, just to give you an example, if somebody ordered a Enforcer Level 2 holster from us, those holsters run for $55 a piece. I cannot fit that in that small little $5 small box. I have to fit it in the padded envelope. Well, that's $6.38. So if I was not taking care of the shipping for you, that's $6.38 flat rate that I have to add to your price. We don't do that. We offer free shipping on all our products. The only time we charge for shipping are international orders. And from our retailers over there, what we do for them is they order in such large quantities, we will cover the shipping for them. But if you're overseas and you're ordering a product from us, we do charge you what it will cost. I normally only charge you guys $30 for, if you're overseas, for those products, because it normally only runs me $23, $24 for international shipping in a priority envelope. If it's a large order in a box, you're looking at $60. So I've only gotten charged $25 on one international order, and I shipped it in the small padded envelope through the Postal Service. So again, when it says free shipping, that's what it is. It's free shipping to you. We're not charging you for shipping. We're the ones picking up the tab on that. So that comes out of that. It's not something extra that we're charging you for. So be sure to read your invoice all the way. My ZERT members out there, brothers and sisters that I take care of, you guys always have a 15% discount with Falcon Kydex Tech. You guys always will. All you got to do is provide me, when you're talking to me through Facebook, is just send me a picture of your ID card so I see that ID number. Because when I make your order for you, I do add your ZERT ID number into the order notes, so that way I know it's a ZERT member and I apply your 15% right there. And to my normal customers, I will tell you right now, pretty much every month I run a discount code. So if you pay attention to the Facebook page, this is why it's important. We're not going to go out and hand it to you. We post it on Facebook on our page and we let you know, hey, this is the discount code for this month. And our discount code is usually 15%, usually between 10 and 15%. So definitely be sure, if you're not a member of the Falcon Kydex Tech Facebook page, definitely get on there and see what we can. Let's see if there's any other comments. Oh, here we go. Danny Smith, hey, how you doing? Chris Nixon, is Black Dagger going to be a one-time thing, or are you thinking about being a game promoter? Well, if Black Dagger goes really well, what I'm hoping is that I will be able to do this. Black Dagger will be an annual event. It's something that I'm hoping with, if we reach max capacity, And I can't tell you all the secrets, but each side has 100 slots open. If we're able to meet that, okay, and we're able to get 200 players on that field, I will tell you right now that the field we're playing on, the Old Frontier Airsoft, is going to make a nice sum of money that they are actually going to put back into their field. And that's what makes me proud to have that event out there. So we can plan on always having this event being bigger and better every single year, because they're dumping more money into their field, they're building better structures, they're building more structures, you know, things of that nature. So what I'm hoping to have happen is you'll have Operation Black Dagger in August, and it will be every year. Until we can't continue the storyline anymore. Then what's going to happen is I would like to host an event out at Fort Stewart Airsoft, at their airsoft field. I believe it's over 200 acres, so they have a large field. And I would like to host an event out there that kind of, in a way, plays off of Operation Black Dagger, but it doesn't take a lot of the story and the features away from Black Dagger. So Black Dagger can always build on itself every year. So as time goes on, I would like to have maybe 3 events every year that we get to capacity on these fields, so that way these fields can definitely get out and dump more money into themselves so they can improve and really just bust out of having only 1 or 2 structures, but having areas that almost look like full training cities, you know, training camps. So to answer your question, Chris, if my wife allows me to do it, because again, remember, some of you know already, my wife has our 5th little girl cooking in her stomach right now. So I will be a father of 5, repeat, 5 women, 5 little women. So I will live in this garage quite a bit. But if she allows me to do it, I will plan 3 good events every year that work within each other. I would also like to get out and get the, you know, I know they do it for Real Steel, but I'd like to do it for Airsoft as well. I've read some really successful posts. There's a couple Airsoft fields that I like their page, so I see it come through my feed, that they do a really good pistol shotgun rifle competition or a pistol rifle competition. And they do it once a quarter, and you know, they have quarter champions. You know, when they win, they come into the next quarter, and you know, they don't have to pay because they're the reigning champions, but they have to go through it just like everybody else. And I would like to bring that here. You know, we have great fields that would allow us to, you know, one quarter we're at Fort Stewart, the next one we're at the Old Frontier, the next one we're here, the next one we're here, and then at the end of the year, we bring the top 3 from each quarter's event, and they score off to really find out who is the, you know, the best of, you know, the airsoft side of a 2-gun or a 3-gun competition. So good question, Charles, and thanks. That, you know, I'm always trying to figure out how I can branch out and get the best possible experience. And like I said, not everybody can afford, you know, an old abandoned missile silo or a missile production plant or an old electric foundry or something along those lines. So the fields we have in the area, if we have good events there and we put the money into them and get them bigger and better every year, you know, hopefully we'll be able to turn this around and have premier fields that those event holders will want to come out and host events on these fields as well, instead of looking for, you know, an abandoned warehouse somewhere, or I'm sorry, an abandoned factory. So good question. Good question. Let's see what else we have here. Let's go back there. Let's go here. Oh, I don't want to share. I want to see what other comments we have. Thanks, Tony. He said, after my wife says she loves FKT, Tony replied, yeah, because she throws you out there. Yeah, she kicks me out of the house anytime she can get, but then I come back and she complains about the kids. And this was brought up a while back ago when I was talking about doing a live show, and somebody wanted to know how to balance, you know, girlfriend, wife, airsoft, things like that. And let me explain something to you. And one thing that I've always learned with this is being married. My wife and I have been together 10 years. We'll have 9 years of marriage. We'll have 5 kids come September of this year. You know, the happy wife, happy life thing is true. And one thing I've always learned, guys, especially those I'm talking to that are married or have fiancés and they're thinking, oh, right now I can play all the airsoft I want. Well, the dynamics change when you get married. It took a couple of years after I got married, and the dynamics switched big time. But what I will tell you is do everything in your power to earn brownie points. And don't waste those points right away. Because if there is that big event that you want to be part of, you've banked enough, sweetheart points to say, hey, babe, look, this event's coming up. I really want to go. And it's this weekend. She might come back, you throw it back at her and say, hey, look, I've been taking care of all these things and getting stuff done and got this done and I took care of that honey-do list. That's how you do it. And then when you come back from the event, because you've been gone all weekend, chilling with your boys, trust me on this, when you come back, if you have kids, you take the kids. You give her a chance to either go to bed early, to sleep in later, to go out with her friends, buy her flowers. I mean, if she's an alcoholic, buy her a case of beer, whatever. But then you switch back over and you start taking care of things because she might have complained while you were gone and before you left. But if you come back and start taking care of the things, that all goes away. And this is something that has taken me almost 10 years to figure out. And guys, I still don't understand it all because I can take care of everything before I go. I have not been gone a day, and I'm getting a phone call she's ready to kill the kids. So I'm just telling you, when you get back, you gobble the kids up and get them away from her and try to get her out of the house or upstairs and so she can go to bed earlier and whatever it is. That's what you do. And that works. And it keeps the household in calm, which is nice. So I can tell you that right now. Going off subject what we normally talk about here, but we're going to change things up. We're going to make this show more interesting as we spanned out, because I enjoy doing this with you guys. I really do. But what I was talking about, it kind of goes the same way for girls. We got a lot of ladies that play Airsoft now, and maybe their man's just not into it. I mean, he might be a real steel nut, but he's just like, look, that's your thing. I'm not touching it. This is mine. And I'll tell you, ladies, they say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. But if he's a real steel junkie, case of ammo, buy him a couple hours on the range, show up and say, here, honey, I just bought this. Again, it works. That's all I got to say. So again, we try really honestly to do what you can do to, and I'm serious about this. I used to play every single weekend. Saturday and Sunday, every single weekend, every month. I was out at a game, an event, in my garage, playing with my airsoft guns. It didn't matter. But what happened is my wife started to resent that. And that's not good because when you go to mention you're going to do that, she's like, great, you're going to be gone again and you're just going to get in that world. So you got to have a balance, Being out here in Georgia and as busy as my Kydex business has been, it's hard for me to get out there to the fields and get in some of these events. I mean, since I've been down here, I've played in a Tog Milsom event, which was awesome. First game I ever played in was out at the old Frontier Airsoft Field. Had a great time out there. Then I went out there and played in another game. So again, you just have to have balance. Not every single weekend can be Airsoft. Not every single day can be Airsoft. There are those moments where you just have to be like, hey, honey, I got this weekend open. What do you want to do? Do you want to go out and do something? Do you want to go with your friends? I'll take the kids, or you can get away. That kind of stuff is huge because if you do that for her, she's more willing to say, hey, you said you wanted to go to this event. Why not go for it? Nothing's going on this weekend for me. Just go ahead. And it's not a trap, guys. Some guys are in their minds thinking, yep, she's put me in a corner. No, it's because you did something nice for her. She's going to turn around and do something nice for you. And it does balance that way. My wife, like I said, if I didn't have her support, there'd be no way I could do the things I do with Kydex, Airsoft. The 100 other hobbies and things and interests that I have, if I didn't have her support, it just wouldn't happen. So, big hat off to those ladies who, run the household, take care of things while those guys are out, whatever you want to call it, live action role play, LARPing, whatever. Some of us are prior military and law enforcement or we're current or whatnot. We like doing it. It keeps our skills sharp and it allows us to go out and have a good time with friends. So, again, find that balance. One thing I know that worked for me this year was I saw the events because of the team I'm with. They posted the events we're going to go to, and I made a schedule. made a list, and I gave it to her. I said, here are the events. She was able to write it on a calendar, so she knew when I was going to be gone. It's when you surprise them. If you have a list, tape it on a wall. And if it's by a computer you both use, it's right there. She can't deny that she can't see that list or know what you're doing. And then when you get a new calendar for the month, make sure you add your Airsoft event on there. Because that way she'll see it as well, and she can't get caught off guard. And that covers you guys as well. Jeremy, nice to have Boulder on there. For you guys, I had mentioned last show, Jeremy Valentine of Larian Knives. This man makes some of the best knives I've ever seen, especially if you're an outdoorsman and a hunter. These are not your EDC knives, okay? What I'm selling are EDC knives. What he makes are custom knives. And I'm not talking thin, brittle blades. I'm talking hunks of steel. This guy makes amazing knives. If you get a chance, go over to his Facebook page and just look through the photos. He's now doing leather working for the sheaths. Amazing work. And again, I met him when I moved to Washington, and when I got to Washington, we had never met. We had talked on Facebook. I was actually in Washington a month and a half before my family moved out. And right away, he turned around and offered me these amazing workbenches. And for the 2 years that I lived in Washington State, they were the best workbenches I've ever had. I mean, he came to me, he got me plugged into the Airsoft scene out there. He got me plugged into some of the real steel. Hell, I think the first holster I made out there for him, when I got set up, was a Desert Eagle holster for him. So he brought it over and I made it for him right there on the spot. So again, definitely check out his site. You'll be very impressed. And if you're looking for a nice, sturdy, survival, backpacking, hunting knife, you got to get a hold of him. He is out in Washington State. I know we're on the other coast, but they're well worth it. Just absolutely beautiful, beautiful knives. Handmade, you know, and you can't go wrong with him. He's fabulous work. What else do I got in there? Or you get her to play. Yeah, tried that once. Tony, did not really work as well as I thought it would. So getting her to try to play, at this stage with my wife, probably a big no. My wife is more apt, if you piss her off, to shoot you with a real gun than grab an airsoft gun. So, yeah, just flow with that. Oh, you should meet my Mumskins. Yeah, Jeremy, matter of fact, I'm going to South Carolina to hang out with Tony up there. I know we've kind of made this a chat, one-way session back and forth. So Tony gets to meet my four little Rugrats, and yeah, I can tell you he's in for a surprise, but he's got a couple himself, so it should be interesting. But what I want to get back to is let's switch gears here and get back to a couple things. I want to show you some of the new things that we're carrying here now at FKT for your holsters. So the first thing, everybody knows about those UT clips, utility clips. I made a knife sheath with one of them, and I was actually pretty impressed. And we are now going to carry this as an option for all our IWB holsters. These are $10 a piece. Again, they cost us $10 to buy them. I don't think there's a bulk discount, and if somebody out there knows of a way to get a better deal on these, please let me know. But we are making these a add-on, if you would like, for in the waistband holsters. So we're carrying these now. The other thing we're carrying is the WRS D/OS 3-inch duty loop. Weird name, but these we're actually working on a holster for another customer, and I thought to myself, you know, these are going to be great because I can go up to a 3-inch belt with this setup and adjust it accordingly on where I want this to go for my belt. So we're going to start carrying these. I think this was around $20, but I'm looking forward to, once I get this gentleman's holster done, I am going to do a couple videos on it to show the construction. But we are going to carry these now. I believe these are made by Blade Tech, the WRS stuff. So there's two of the new ones we're going to carry. The other option is, and we mentioned this before, is we carry the WRS Level 2 hood, and these are Blade Tech, I believe, as well. And these are what we use for our level 2 enforcers, so we carry these as well in stock. So I just wanted to get those out there that if you're looking for something a little bit different, hey, we do carry those, we do have them. And that plastic bag needs to go right there. Now the other thing I want to show off, in last episode I showed you guys the straight blade from M-Tech Extreme. And here I got a Karma bit, I think I'm saying that right. And again, fell in love with this thing. I know the last couple ones you've seen, I have that gold blade. Hey, what can I say? Full tang all the way through. Very nice construction, very nice handle material. It's grooved, so again, it gives you a good grip. You also have that utility loop in the back, or glass breaker. And when I'm holding it, because again, I'm left-handed, I have a tendency, I'll put my thumb right up there. So again, you got all your downforce and you're able to work with it. This is made by M-Tech Extreme. It came to us, it was fairly sharp right out of the box. I ran it through the sharpener a couple more times and really got it nice and sharp now. I'm very impressed. Again, I like M-Tech stuff. I think they make a really good product. And again, this is just showing you what we think of the build, the initial build. But we're gonna go and use this thing now. We're gonna go and we're gonna use it for everything from, cutting some meat to cutting through boxes, cutting through plastic, whittling on sticks. And we're gonna see how it holds up. We're gonna use it for a month solid. And we're gonna come back and we're gonna let you guys know that, hey, this is or is not a good knife. So I've never had M-Tech fail me. Excuse me, on any of the stuff that I've ever bought from them. So that's why I stick with them. If you're a good product, I stick with you. So definitely be looking for the review on this, as it doesn't want to go back in the box. And pardon me 1 second, I do have something I want to show you guys, because we just got these in. So there's that huge drive out there for the custom printed Kydex. And so we have a couple new prints. There's your flat turn for anybody that's in that German mood. Deutsch. So we do have that. Pakistani Defense Force. Now to me this looks like a Marine Corps uniform that just got, and don't take this the wrong way because I wore the uniform for 7.5 years when I was a Navy Corpsman. Like someone urinated on the tan parts and just made them darker. However, I think it would make a really cool holster. So, and Canadian Cat Pat. So we did get that made. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we got a darker shade, more of a urban Pakistani Defense Force camo. So we did get 4 new patterns in. These did come from Tactical Infusion. Again, Jeremy Valentine on the message loop got me hooked onto him because, hey, I'm like, where the hell did you get pink skull Kydex? Sent me to the link. Next thing you know, I'm ordering pink skull Kydex. So yes, we can get that. There's the white skull print and the green skull kit print that you can get from Index. But if I want, or not Index, knife kits. But if I really want purple or pink or blue or teal, I will call up Tactical Infusions in Michigan and have them make me a custom print. They're awesome guys. I mean, he does phenomenal work, and from what I understand, because of all the business we're sending him, the man is swamped. So again, but these are our 4 new sheets, and since we already have them in, if you do order something on these, or you want something ordered in these prints, hey, all you gotta do is send us a message, let us know. These are 12 by 12 sheets, so if you order more than probably 2 items, we might have to order another sheet of it in. But for you guys going for those German kits, the more modern ones, we do have your flat turn, and we can get more of it. So just let us know. We're always out there looking for new ways to take care of you guys. Let's see what else we have here. Hey Seth, how you doing? Nice to see you guys have joined. I want to know what you guys think of this new Facebook Live broadcast, because we did Periscope, and I kind of liked it, but then it was really hard to get more people to join the live session. So I think, and overall, we're going to go with the Facebook live broadcast. But I want to know from you guys, what do you guys think of this? Do you like this? Is this better because I can see your comments and I can respond to them while I'm going through the the episode? Or did you like Periscope, or did going to Periscope stop you from joining the meeting. I think I'm able to reach more of you on Facebook. The good thing about this is the video doesn't disappear after 2 hours like it does on Periscope. And I'm also able to do the same functionality before. Is like when I end the broadcast, it asks me, hey, do you want to save to your camera roll? Yes, I do, because I'm going to upload you onto YouTube later. So I want to know what you guys think about this as well. Now, you've heard me talk about big announcement going on here, and so it is kind of a big announcement. I think it is anyways. So what I'm going to be doing here shortly is I'm going to be getting in, and I know a lot of you have said, you know, you do Airsoft in there as well as this. So what's going to happen is, because I live in an area where there's a lot of Airsofters, and there's a lot of preppers, and there's a lot of military. I mean, literally Fort Stewart's just out the gate from where I live. So what I'm thinking about doing is, and what I am going to be doing, is I am going to be doing pistol reviews for Airsoft pistols. It's a little bit harder for me to go out and buy a bunch of real steel pistols. I mean, it's not hard. My wife would probably strangle me. But with Airsoft, there's a lot of guys out here that play. So I can get to you guys, and you guys can relate to these reviews. But we have three different reviews we do. We're going to do an unboxing. So when I get that Airsoft pistol, we're going to do an unboxing. We're going to talk about how it looks, how it feels. You know, oh, there's that nice crisp slide, and there's the release, and the mag looks really good. And then what we're going to do is there's actually going to be a usage review. We're going to set up a target 20 feet out, and we're going to draw from a holster with it. We're going to go through it. We're going to drop, reload another mag, and go through it again. And we're going to let you know what our thoughts were on its performance. Then there's going to be a third review. And the third review is going to be a combination of the two. So 1 plus 2 is 3. This isn't Common Core, because Common Core is 2 plus 2 is 5. This is regular math. 1 plus 2 is 3. And we're going to put both those reviews together for you. Where we're going to take a day and we're going to be like, all right, hey, yep, I got this pistol. This is what I think of its form and feel, and its construction, and it's sturdy, and nothing's loose. All right, here we go. We're going to go out and we're going to do it all in one day. We're going to give you 3 different ways to view these these product tests. And then after, what we're going to do is, yeah, we reviewed that pistol. We might get another one in. We do another one. But we'll come back to that one after a while, and we'll check if the mag leaking. Am I noticing that my slide isn't coming all the way back and locking when the mag is empty? These are things that matter to an Airsoft player. So we're going to do this. We're going to reach out and we're going to connect. I think we can do well. But hey, I'm hoping that leads to us doing I believe it's IPSC or ISPC or whatever it is, doing shooting competitions out at our local Airsoft fields. So that was kind of like my big announcement. My other big announcement is, for all you guys that I build holsters for and mag pouches for, is we are going to be stocking all of the hex cam patterns. So if you go to Index Fasteners, you'll see the different patterns. And we're going to be stocking all those. We feel it's something different. Not a whole lot of people are using it. I mean, I have seen people out there using it, and it looks really good. So you'll be seeing that. The other big announcement is we are going to start doing dual layered holsters. We're going to start with our in the waistbands. Once we get our new taco press, we're going to start doing the dual layer holsters. I've been reading up on it. I've been doing all the research, been watching this YouTube video and that YouTube video, and just following posts of people that have done it and are actually, in my eyes, awesome at doing it. So we feel it's FKT's turn to jump on that bandwagon and start making them as well. So be looking for that as well. For in the waistband, you'll probably see anywhere between a probably a $10 jump in price, because again, we got to allocate that resource, that other piece of Kydex, into the order. So, and again, any color, any pattern. So that'll work out well. Let's see what else we have comments. For some reason, I don't see them live roll up on my screen, but that's all right. Burn for president. My wife has said this 100 times. If I ran, I'd probably get assassinated. I have some not whacked out views, but you know, coming from prior military, and coming from a house full of cops and firefighters, I could probably come up with some pretty good ideas. Border protection, border patrol, border issues. You know, I believe we need defense. I mean, if Mexico has a fence built on their southern border with Guatemala to keep people out of there, and why can't we have a fence like that all the way across our southern border, but do one better? I want guard towers every, 500 yards? Because, I mean, a good marksman can pick a target at 500 yards with a scope. Set them back 100 yards from the fence, and on the fence, have a sign facing towards them in Spanish and English that reads, if you cross this, you will be shot. They cross the fence, you shoot them, you don't pick up the bodies, you just leave them there. However, that's my political view. And, you know, some people agree, some people don't. Some people think that's pretty harsh. You know, I don't condone that, but if you think about it, sometimes you have to make an example of a situation. But we'll see what happens. You know, like I said, my wife told me if I ran for president, I'd probably get shot. I'd get assassinated. So I need some pretty good security. I don't think the Pope could probably save me if I ran. So. Oh, hey there, Dana Russell, arch rival, one of the, when I first started playing Airsoft, he was one of the first guys that I met. Awesome guy. I've known him now for probably since 2007, and just all-around great guy. And if I could, I mean, he's not Samoan, but if you saw him, you would think he's Samoan. Great guy. So glad to see you made it, Arch. That was my music going off on the same time watching your video. Hey, awesome. And like Dana said, he doesn't do Periscope. So I think in overall, you know, some people like Periscope, some people don't. But I think this Facebook Live is the way to go. So I think this is what we'll be doing. I'm glad you joined us, Dana. Always nice to have you guys out from my old stomping grounds on the show, you know, responding in. Yeah, and I figured as much. My wife replied to the president comment, and two things wrong with that. One, the White House would be destroyed by our lovely children, which is true. I think the Lincoln bedroom would probably turn into the fifth layer of hell, probably be the toy room, and he would get assassinated before taking office again. You know, yeah, I don't think the Pope could save me. So, thanks, hon. And then Dana, yeah, buddy. You know, you guys, like I said, you guys are the ones that keep me doing this. I have fun doing this every single time I do it, every single week. And I try to get information out there to you guys. I know it's hard. You know, I look for things that I can get out to you guys and my crowd, and I share this video over. I think the last time I shared this video, I shared it over 25 different Facebook groups, Airsoft Facebook groups. And, you know, I want you guys to throw some good questions at me. You know, ask me questions about Kydex. Ask me questions about the military. I have no problem answering those questions. And if I don't know the answer, I'll tell you I don't know the answer, and I'll go research it and come back to you next week and be like, hey, this person asked this. This is what I found out for it. I can tell you that the military I left in 2007 is not the same military as today. You know, I will always love the Marines and the sailors I served with while I was in and the places I've been, but just not the same military. And you see that every day when you see some of these posts. I mean, one of them is the UNSAC Command Sergeant Major with her hair just all out of regs. And you can find other issues with her as well. And then there's a picture of two specialists walking out holding their boots, wearing flip-flops because they got a mani-pedi. So, you know, there's a couple guys that have already spoke about that, and I can just tell you that it is no longer the military that it was when I went in 99. It's, again, and I've heard great comments on some of these posts that, you know, one of them was, people are afraid to call them out because they'll be viewed as a racist. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're breaking a rule, it has nothing to do with race. It has to do with the fact that you're breaking a rule, and I'm calling you out for it. I don't care what color you are. But if you break a rule or break a regulation, I'm going to call you on it, just like I would expect anybody else to do the same thing around here. You know, I'm tired of people being PC, and I'm sure most of you guys are too. But it is what it is. So we roll with it. Let's see. It's going crazy. What was that BS Tony posted? It's true the Navy is full of seamen. Is it true the Navy are full of seamen? As a rank, yes. As a rank, yes it is, you smart ass. So yes, the Navy, our ranks, E3, E1 through E3 are seamen apprentice. I'm sorry. Make sure I get that right because it's been such a long time. A seaman recruit, seaman apprentice, and seaman. Yes. It is very true, you smart ass. And SEALs, yes, the Navy is full of SEALs. Everybody in the Navy is a SEAL. Just, we all walk around, go, and we clap, and everybody's good. So, yes, we are full of SEAls. Everybody wants to be Chris Kyle and Mark Luttrell, and of course, I would never want to piss either one of those two off, ever. And Don Shipley as well, if any of you have ever seen his videos. Yeah, go ahead and claim that you're a Navy SEAL, and watch how fast that gets thrown down your throat. Any other questions that you guys have? I mean, we're at, I didn't want to do that. We're sitting right now at 2 after 9. I think we've had a good show so far. We went over some good stuff. You guys are having a good time. And again, I don't mind shooting the breeze with you guys as well on this. Like I said, our last show was 39 minutes. The show before that was 34. So I think this time we've doubled it because of the new format and getting stuff out there. And you guys have brought up some good things that I should run for president, which I don't think my wife thinks I should, or anybody else probably. But I do want to let you guys know, for customers that are watching this video, we don't guarantee estimated times of finishing on our products, or hard times is what I should say. Like, so if you order something, you're not going to get something, oh yeah, I'm going to have your product done, your order done on this day at this time. We don't work like that. What I will tell you is, according to current load in our queue, we will have your order in our queue on this, approximately this day, and depending on where it falls, have it worked on and start working on it on this day. We try to reach out to you guys via Facebook, email, let you guys know, hey, I just started your order, and then as we're working on it, or when we finish it, we send you pictures so that way you can see it too. We also update you with your tracking information via Facebook Messenger and on PayPal as well, how we take our payments, so that way you guys can see, oh, yep, he's got it tracked, here's the tracking number, and you're able to track it as well, and the information is in PayPal. Again, I want to thank all you guys for tuning into this first broadcast using Facebook Live. It is something a little different for us. We are... well, I'm glad you're dying, Tony. What happened to my hair? I live with 5 women, one of them's pregnant. What happened to my hair? Are you serious? When this grows out, I look like a lion that's been on the Serengeti forever. And this is just so much easier to take care of. That's where it went. I've got 5 women in that house. I honestly think the oldest one is almost 9. I still believe they've already synced. And it's like they hit each week every day. We took them to Toys R Us, for example, took them to Toys R Us, say don't touch. I've realized that when you take a kid into a toy store saying don't touch, you better have them in a cart, you better handcuff them, because there's no way that you are going to make it through that store without saying do not touch at least 100 times. At least, minimum 100 times. I have 3 of them right now that don't ride in a cart or in a stroller. 1 does. Times that by 3, and there you go. That's my time at Toys R Us, but it was fun. It was fun. Oh, my new backpack. So, that was a good question, Arch. So, I started doing reviews on the Max Expedition I believe it's Gear Slingers. They're single strap backpacks. And I did one, I believe I came back, I think it was episode 2, when I did the secondary review. However, since that got brought up, thanks Dana for bringing that up, I will go and do another one where now that you guys can see me, I will do another fit, form, function test with that bag while standing. I was before I did it while sitting, so that doesn't work as well. But while standing, I will put the bag on, I will adjust it, I will show you how I can slide it around and reach to the back if I need anything. And so next episode, good call. So next Saturday, where will I be next Saturday? Oh, next Saturday, I will be here at my third daughter's birthday party. So we will still have 8 o'clock Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern, 2000 for you military people. Right here, we will be broadcasting live again on Facebook for the Falcon Fly By. Birthday celebrations will have probably halted at that time, so we should be good. If not, I will have jumping little kids all over the place, hopped up on sugar. So it should be interesting. But we will do another review of that bag. Good call on that. I'm actually looking at buying another one, the next one up or down, or it's hard telling. It's a little bit more square. I want to try them all out. I think they all have good properties. I think it's a great product. You don't hear or see a lot about Max Expedition gear. So I went to their actual website. They've got some new gear coming out, which is really impressive. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to probably place another order, get in another one of those gear slinger bags, and give another review for them. I like it. For any of you guys out there that want to build a division loadout, those are good bags to use. They're single, that whole single shoulder guard or cross guard, and you can add whatever you want to them. I mean, they've got webbing everywhere. So good question on that, Dana, and I will definitely do another review on that. And I'm sure Tony said something else smart. Oh, so I'm gonna smack you, Tony, when I see you in 2 weeks. My wife, yeah, she brings up a good point. The following week, and not the coming weekend, but the next one, we will be actually in South Carolina up at Tony's kids are having their birthday party because all 3 of them are in May. And you think I'm crazy, at least mine are spread out. You have them all at one time. Well, I don't know, that might be better. But anyways, we'll be up there, and depending on what time it is, I might go up there and we'll just have a live interview. Good thing about Tony is he's got a private security background, and I believe military, I believe Army background. So we can, you know, get some good feedback and whatnot. Have a discussion with him. So maybe we'll broadcast live from his casa in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So it could be a good time. Could be a good episode right there. And then let's see here. Yes. As Tony is saying, if you're following my message chain, the flyby will be on location in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, on the weekend of the 14th. So we will be up there. We're gonna celebrate, have a good time, friends and family. So definitely be looking at a change of scenery. You won't be seeing the Zert flag or my Call of Duty flag in the background. So, you know, but it will be different. I mean, I can't even bring the Zert flag for all you Zert people out there that like seeing that. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout. You know, another thing, guys, if you got questions and you want us to answer them on the show, feel free either while we're live or, you know, if you just want it answered, feel free to send it to us via PM or you go. We have a Facebook page for the Falcon Fly By. We have made it to where we don't have to approve you now. We were doing it to where we would approve the members, but now we don't do that anymore. So the Falcon Fly By on Facebook as well. You can go to Falcon Kydex Tech on Facebook and ask us questions as well. You know, we have so many different ways you can get in contact with me. I mean, some days I'm on Twitter, some days I'm over on Instagram. You know, it is what it is. We try to stay on all the social media platforms. And thank God I don't have to worry about MySpace. I'm glad that's gone. Let's see here. Yes, my wife says, yay, birthday cake. Must get bored every time, same month. Not quite. Oh, I know what she's talking about. Dana, yes, we need you here in August. You got to come out to Georgia and experience this field. Just experience Georgia. I mean, you'll have a good time. Hell, if you come down here for more than just that weekend, we'll head out to Savannah and go downtown Savannah. The wife will still be pregnant, so she can't really bar hop, but maybe she'll be our DD and we can hit a couple of the bars down there. And my wife says, are you coming down, Dana? There you go. I will tell you this. I'll pre-plan a little bit. The week of July 12th, we will be out of the area. So we may not have a broadcast that weekend, which I believe is, let's see, 18th, 17th. I believe it's July 17th. So we may not have a broadcast that weekend just due to being out of the area and whatnot. So I will fill you guys in as we get closer to that as well. I know I'm constantly checking because for some reason I can't see the live feed on my tablet, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to smack you later. See what I have to deal with? That's just one. That's 1 of 5, and she's carrying the 6th one in her right now. You see what I deal with? But anyways, guys, and I want to say thanks for showing up for this edition of the Falcon Fly By, and for hanging with me, dealing with the technology side of it, making sure everything was still working. Remember, every Saturday, 2000 for you military people, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for everybody that's a civilian. We broadcast live right here from Richmond Hill, Georgia, and right from the FKT shop. Any questions, anything that you guys have, please feel free to send them my way. And we're going to update you on current events and what's going on with Airsoft in the area, what we're doing here at Falcon Kydex Tech. We're working on getting guys in here that can go over proper stance and proper grip for pistols. Lance Grooms, who is with GA TAC, we're going to try to get him in here. I know he's working on a bunch of stuff right now, so we got to find a weekend we can get him in. For the Airsoft side, we're going to try to get P90 Girl and meet up with her and do a live broadcast interview with her. And just be prepared for a lot of fun, a lot of cool things coming down this way. Like I said, guys, our goal after I post this video, it's going to save to the Falcon Flyby page. Please share it out as much as you can. 100 views, 100 likes. Facebook is based on likes. I believe they have views as well. But what we're looking for is, one, we want to see the progression on our page. Obviously, we want to see the subscriptions on our YouTube page go up. Once we hit 250 subscribers on our YouTube channel, we're going to do a giveaway of one of the multi-mold guns wallets, Kydex wallets, which I carry. I love the thing. It's small, compact, really good. I've been carrying it since I got it. And we want to do the same thing once we hit over 250 likes, or I think it's likes or members. I think it's members on the Falcon page, on the Falcon Flyby page. But when we hit 250 members, we want to do another giveaway there, and I'll work with another potential sponsor, somebody who sends us a piece of gear. We do a review on it, and then we get it out there. And remember, we still have that pocket shot. We're still working with that, so we are going to do a live broadcast. I'm going to shoot for probably the 3rd weekend in May. And that Saturday, I will try to get out and do a live broadcast of actually using it as it is now. And then once we get the arrow attachments, we'll do another one. So again, be looking for a lot of cool things coming this way for on the Falcon Flyby. And we're always going to have fun with this show. We're never going to be, there are those times when we'll be serious, but there'll be more times than not we'll have a good time on the show. So again, this is Doc from Falcon Kydex Tech saying, hey, if you got a holster, make sure it's Kydex, make sure it's Falcon Kydex.